What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Paul. This is Pauline Theology's Daily Devotional, man. We're going through the book of Exodus. Welcome. It's Monday and it's fun day, right? Let us jump into the scriptures so that we can understand and know God more intimately. Yahweh. He is so good, man. And I think I put out a couple of videos of where I've been this weekend, man, and it's been amazing, dude. It's been a journey. So check those out if you haven't yet. There's some amazing places that show you and reveal to you some questions that you might have concerning the scriptures, but also some insight to questions maybe that we need to ask, and then the answers to those, and a juxtaposition of worldviews. It's pretty dope, man. So if you get a chance, if you're in the Northern Kentucky area, check them out, see what they got to say, see all the information that you can get from it. Even if you're skeptical or you're a strong believer, man, they're definitely worth checking out. Anyway, let's just jump into the scriptures, man. We are going through the exodus of the people of Israel and how it comes about. What's going on is the first question we ask. But before we start asking those questions, remember to read through Exodus chapter 7, verse 8, 9, and 10. Exodus chapter 7, verses 8, 9, and 10. So what's going on? What's happening? What's occurring? This is the beginning of the first thing that happens between Pharaoh and Moses, or really between Pharaoh and Yahweh. This is like a battle of the gods, right? And this is one that God said he was going to do before the people of Israel, so that they can truly see that he is Yahweh. And so in the same way, it is like the beginning of the fact that God is going to reveal himself to Pharaoh, and that they will know that he is Yahweh. And so it is, first off, that they will know he is Yahweh as Israel, and now he is going to make himself known to Pharaoh. Now, this idea of making himself known is also what he said he was going to do from the beginning anyway. It's like we talked about this maybe a couple episodes back, where Pharaoh was like, I don't know this Yahweh. I don't know this Yahweh. And then we talked about how God says, I will make my name known. And so that's exactly what he's about to do. He is about to make his name known. The same way he made his name known to the Israelites, and they believed. He's going to make himself known to Pharaoh. They ain't going to believe. But what does he say? It says that God said, go before Pharaoh, and he's going to say, show me a sign. And they're going to show him a sign. He says, when he says do that, he's like, tell Aaron, throw your staff on the ground. It'll become a snake. And they did just that. They did that. He threw his staff on the ground, and it became actually it says it's a tanin. This is a little side item, which is a sea monster. And most people interpret it as snake because of what I said earlier about how Moses was told to cast down his stick and it turns into a snake, and then he did that for the people of Israel. And then later on, we're going to see that's what it says too, for an event that occurred later on, when it says, take the staff which you threw down and it turned into a snake. But the word that he uses here is tanin, which is serpent, man. And it could have so many meanings. And we'll talk about that a little bit and when we see the actual interaction between Pharaoh and Moses, or Yahweh. But yeah, he threw it down, man. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. So what does this say about God? First off, it says that God is going to make his name known, right? He's going to make his name known. And in the way that he made his name known to the Israelites, and they believed, he's going to make himself known, his name known, Yahweh, the one who is, he is going to make himself known to Pharaoh. Now, it's upon Pharaoh to either listen or not. The same way with us, it's either as he makes himself known, which he has. Paul says he's did it in creation, like he has done this in creation, that these demonstrate his invisible attributes, and that we either accept it or we won't. But then secondly, I think that it also shows that God has a specific plan. He has a specific plan that he desires for us to carry out. He told the people of, well, he told Moses and he told Aaron, this is what you're supposed to do. Do this. What does this say about mankind? That's the second question we ask. And it says this: do what God tells you to do. Do what God tells you to do. You see, God told Aaron and he told Moses, and Moses told Aaron to cast that staff on the ground and become a serpent. They did it. They followed through with what God had said. And I think we read maybe his last episode before that, where it says, and they did all that the Lord had commanded. That's our role in this situation. God has the power, the means, and the understanding, the wisdom, and the foresight to tell us what needs to be done in order for his will to be carried out perfectly. It's just upon us to achieve it. I think the theme here that we've been going through for a while has been just walk in the good deeds that God has planned already for us. We just got to walk in it. We just got to walk in it. I want to go back one more time. I meant to say this about a characteristic of God is that he's faithful. He told them to do something, and that if they did, this would happen. It does happen. The staff turns into a tanin. The staff turns into a serpent. And so as the people of Israel, as Moses and Aaron do what God tells them to do, then the thing that God said would happen because of that happens. Another thing I want to talk about, though, is that as what's to say about man is that we have a decision to make in the same way that Pharaoh has to decide whether he's going to believe or not, in the same way that Israel has to decide whether they're going to believe or not by these things that he is showing them, revealing himself, making himself known. We, as humankind, have to do that as well. We have to do that as well. Now, sometimes we act like we want to know something, but we really don't. It's funny because we're going to see later on the reaction of Pharaoh as this sign has been demonstrated. What he requested, right? He asked for a sign. He asked for a wonder, a miracle to happen. Moses gives it to him through Aaron. And what's the result? What's the result? He did what he said to. And so I think that's also a part of man. And sometimes we ask questions just because we want to ask questions. Not really because we want to know the answer. Not really because we want to see the truth. And so let's move this on to practical application. Is that let's listen. If we ask for a sign, we see it, let's respond accordingly. Is God revealing himself to you? I know he is, because he does so. So as he reveals himself, that's more the tone. As he reveals himself, how are you reacting? Is the question, the revelation, only because you just want to say you have done something? Or is it truly because you want to seek him and know him? Because my friends, brothers and sisters, if you are truly trying to seek him and know him, he is going to make himself known. And so what decision is it that you are going to make? Will you trust in Jesus more today? Will you trust in his name for the first time? Or will you just do your own thing? Will you say, I don't know this Yahweh. I don't know this Yahweh. I appreciate you guys for listening. And I will see you in the next episode.